Okay, well, it being 4 o'clock, I'll call the meeting to order of the DPW Facilities Building Committee. First item on our agenda is to review the general contractor bids with the alternates. Have you guys had an opportunity to take a look at that first sheet with the four bidders and their various numbers? Including a breakdown of the individual bids for the alternate equipment and systems. The winning bidder was WES Construction of Halifax, and their total number was for construction was $11,774,000. Inclusive of all four bid alternates. And maybe we'll just quickly go over what those individual alternates are. The first one is a recessed table lift. Maybe Frank can explain.
Frank Nichols, DPW Operations Manager. The recessed table lift is for the parks workshop work area. And it's a lift that can handle a large mower and so forth, so they can work on it. And we believe it's important to have it recessed because as you know, we're tight for space to begin with. I mean, we've tried to minimize the size of the building. So it's important that when that's not in use, it's flush with the slab, no tripping hazard or anything like that. So that's why we selected that one.
So I guess the issue there is that that's pretty much integral to construction now and not
Absolutely.
Something we could easily bolt in later on.
Later on, yeah, it's got to be, when they pour the slab, they got to allow for that.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's the 15,000?
That's
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
That's the first one.
Mhm. And as indicated earlier, as far as, I don't think we were being televised, all the bids came in relatively close, including the alternates, which is a good sign. Nobody's way out out there. So
It's interesting that the two of the alternates for number 4 were right
Identical.
exactly the same.
the same for one too. We
Yeah.
had two at 15. Yeah.
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 Any questions on the table lift? Okay, so the alternate number 2 is the undercarriage wash for the vehicle wash bay?
That's correct. For the wash bay, the inside wash bay, that's to have your jet spray underneath the vehicles to get all the salt and grease off of that, which we think is critical to, maintaining our equipment and saving the equipment for a longer life.
And obviously that's very integral to construction at this point,
Absolutely.
too.
Yep.
Very good idea.
Yep, I think it kind of takes away the one man's ambition and another man's lack of ambition.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. It's a safe way to get the undercarriage clean.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, bid alternate number 3 are the two-ton
Monorail system?
monorails.
Yeah, one is for the water department and one is for the vehicle maintenance department. Basically to pick up very heavy things, whether it's be off a pickup truck or whatever, and lift it up to the mezzanine if we have to. And they can also be used for the sanders too. We can pick those right up and lower them right onto the trucks.
The big sanders.
Yes, all sanders, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll save somebody's back or whatever, trying to get stuff
Yeah.
up to the mezzanine, so.
Yeah, and obviously probably a lot safer as well.
Oh, absolutely. Mhm.
Okay. Alternate number 4, mezzanine number 6.
Mezzanine number 6 is a large mezzanine area in the large building portion, the vehicle storage building. Tom tells me it's about 1,560 square feet in size, so it has a large storage area.
Yeah, it's 20 by 78 feet.
Yeah, I remember, okay.
And the price breakdown, as Tom did the math, it's only $95 per square foot, so it's a pretty good deal right now for a lot of storage space, so Tom's recommending going with that one also.
You know, one of the discussions that came up during the bid review,
Only about the beams.
alternate number 4 is, does impact the building structure itself. So it's clearly not an easy after-the-fact increment.
That wasn't my understanding. My understanding was that the structure was loaded in anticipation of the mezzanine all along.
Well, don't forget that the pre-engineered building is based on, you know, the look of it. And so if they don't have that mezzanine in place, sizing the beams may be affected by it.
Okay, well,
So-
yeah, that wasn't, in
That
fact,
came from-
Dan had specifically mentioned that, I think, on 2 occasions, that we were in fact loaded in anticipation for the mezzanine.
Jeff
Anyway,
Alberti, that was his take the other day.
yeah,
But ultimately, if you look at it, the entire project, including owner's development costs, still came in $15,000 under the CIP.
yep. Yeah, I think that was, I think, good news to everybody.
And if I may, Mr. Chairman, that mezzanine number 6, I believe, is hung from the rafters, right?
Yeah, it is.
So we have no post
Right.
in the storage area, which is a lot safer. You don't have
just
to worry
that-
about the,
Right, just that one set of stairs coming down
Correct.
from
yeah.
the mezzanine. All right. Do you guys have any questions on the bid alternates?
No.
Yeah, I think it's, in my own mind, when I looked at these things, I was wondering, you know, the possibility of putting these off, and that it just doesn't make any sense either for practical construction issues or costs down the road or whatever. And I think there's certainly the big item is the mezzanine, which is obviously going to get put to work right away.
I'd characterize them as essential extras,
Right. Yep.
all of them.
So I think, obviously now is the time to do it, both economically as well as whether it's safety or just operations use. All right. Let's move on to item number 2, which is the recommendation of the administration. That is the letter from Tom Daly to John Kelly. You guys want to take a moment to read that if you haven't? In essence, what we have here is a more itemized breakdown, particularly of the, what we'll call soft costs or owner's costs, and what they, what those individual items are and what they tally.
Are the alternatives yeah, okay, the alternatives are included.
These are all items that we have, the town has specific control over, if you will, and or we have subcontracts on, you know, things, the project manager and some furnishings and that kind of thing have been, are outside that construction contract, but, yeah, I think it's certainly an interesting breakdown of values. And obviously, the overall statement that, that we're at $13,575,000 totally.
Are these all to be incurred, or some of them have already been incurred? Like project manager?
Yeah, we have, actually, no, because we have, there is my understanding is that we have a contract with Daedalus to take us through the bidding, which is where we are now. This would be for further administration and basically clerk of the works to see us through the project itself. So these,
Over and
to
above
answer your
what
question.
This contract, is that what you're
The
saying?
original contract. Basically, Daedalus's contract is broken into 2 sections. One, through design, and the second portion of this, which is what you see there for $190,000, is again for,
Overseeing the project?
yeah, we'll call it clerk of the works, if you will.
So if you don't mind, just to further clarify, so same with Weston and Sampson on the A&E Construction Administration. You know, we're not we had no authorization to go beyond the bidding period.
Right.
And the same thing, none of these items we've expended any money on because we don't have the money to to proceed.
Well, we don't have an authorization that we actually have a project.
Right, so you're caught, so this is
Right.
why it's,
Right.
so these are all definite items that have to occur,
Right.
but not funded at this time.
But nonetheless, we're projected in all of our previous
correct.
cost estimates. So none of this is essentially new, it's just specific at this point.
Do you have any questions on these
So,
particular items?
again, the 340, then that's Weston and Sampson for work they haven't done yet. This is.
That's correct.
That's
That's
correct.
going to be, you know, their actual supervision of the construction itself. And then, of course, you know, if we were to run into changes or, you know, anything else that would be integral to the design or this construction process, that's what would be involved there.
And that's over and above the 11,774.
That's correct.
All of it.
That is correct.
This is all above it.
Just an interesting thing, point, OPM, item number 6, owner's project manager, and the A&E costs are almost identical to the police station.
Really?
Is
So
it?
It's flipped.
Yeah, okay.
On the police station, the OPM has the higher number and the architect has a lower number.
You know, I think, quite frankly, this kind of goes to, I think, what a lot of people don't realize, and that we have two, I wouldn't call them radically different projects, but they're certainly, they have a whole different set of criteria. I mean, the police station obviously is a set of considerations. You've got all kinds of things to satisfy as far as state law and everything else is concerned. We're building a big garage and an administrative building, and we certainly have some site issues, which I think we've been kind of out in front of all along. But this is really comes down to, you know, how much building can we get for how much money. I would say we have a much shorter list of criteria that we have to satisfy. But yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
But
where-
also, it's really the duration of the project.
Yep,
You know, having those professionals on site for 13, 14 months or whatever it
Yep.
is, so. So I would say as a checkpoint for a similar cost magnitude and duration as the police station, those two numbers, a little different, but they're pretty much balanced out.
yeah, I would say, you know, probably for the ultimate scope of construction activity, they probably are pretty close. Okay. So we'll take it that we accept the administrative recommendation here.
Yep.
Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, yes, you are.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Gonna make a
So-
motion?
Hmm?
You want to do an official motion?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we'll get on to the meat of the matter here. Okay, so I take it that we are in agreement to recommend that, to the selectmen, that we move along here,
Meaning that this is what,
that we accept?
accept?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to make a motion that, I move that that the DPW NR committee, building committee, recommend to the Board of Selectmen a total budget in the amount of $13,575,000 to be approved for this year's town warrant for the construction of and the associated costs to complete the proposed DPW and NR facility. Okay, I have a motion before you. You want
I second.
to, okay, Hank, you want to second that? Okay. All right, then, do I hear a vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Okay, we're unanimous. Move that along to the selectmen tonight. And I guess at this point, we can call the meeting to a close. I move that we adjourn.
Aye.
Seconded.
Okay, and do I hear a vote? Aye.
Aye.
All right, it's unanimous.
Thank you very much.
Great.